Hey, Joe Cummings, Missoula River Lodge. Just got back in last night, another 2 days on the Missouri with more teaching, spending time upper lower river. They put more water in it. Water went up and the crowds went down. So great. Like the high water, hated for dry fly fishing, makes the nymphing better. You get a little bit of water movement, get some fresh lanes in there. Traffic wasn't bad at all. It was really nice. Had a really nice trip. Fishing was good. I got a chance to fish with Patch and his dad, who tagged along with us, and that was nice. Nice to see him spend some time on the water. But I was teaching the rigs and the water and all that stuff, and it kind of brought me back in time to when I started. And when I started, it was not nice. Guy that I worked for, great guy, but an old-time Montana fly shop owner. I was a first-year guide. Bobby Powell, who's a very talented and famous outfitter in this area, was, I think, in his 6th year. Stud, great fisherman, caught a lot of fish, and I was running next to him, not catching a lot of fish. I was a good fisherman, but I didn't have the foggiest idea about how to become a fishing guide. Had fished a lot, had caught a lot of fish, good caster, but running a boat and taking all levels of angler down the river, two vastly different things in terms of what you have to do on the water. You can be the best fisherman in the world and be the worst fishing guide in the world, and vice versa. I've had some friends that are awful fly fishermen, great fishing guides. So two different things. But I learned from the school of hard knocks. Nobody was there to help me. So I would come in, Bobby would catch 30, I would catch 2, and I would go to my boss, Paul, and say, Bobby's catching 30, and I'm catching 2. Could you help me out or give me any pointers or anything? No, I'm not going to give you any pointers. I'm the outfitter. I book the trips. Go catch fish. Understand me? Go catch fish. Okay, so Bobby would catch 30, and I would catch 4. And I would get right behind Bobby and watch his boat and ask him all the questions I could. I think enough to where I annoyed him. Like, dude, can't you figure this stuff out on your own? Like, go fishing or go do something, but leave me alone so I can go catch my fish. I'm not here to train you. So I spent a lot of time on Bobby's anchor rope, learned an incredible amount, spent a lot of time looking in Bobby's fly boxes, learned an incredible amount. But nobody ever took me out and said, okay, this is the way this works, and this is the way this works, and the things we do now. So that's why I do it, because the learning curve is so much faster if somebody's explaining it to you versus go find fish, dude. One of the highlights of my first year guiding was I was walking into the parking lot to pick up some guests. Bobby had caught 30, I'd caught 2, or maybe I caught 6. It was a good day for me my first year. And they were playing Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors. And I walked up to the head client and said, what are you guys doing? I was excited to go fishing, and I kind of didn't understand exactly how the whole thing worked. He said, well, we're playing Rochambeau, Joe, and whoever loses and doesn't want to catch fish, they're going to go fishing with you today. The other guys are going with Bobby. They should do well. Okay, so that's the culture that I came out of. Get it on, work hard, nobody's going to help you, listen a lot, watch a lot. We're trying to do things differently as we're moving forward with our staff. So, I don't know. It's there's a lot to this. A lot to it. And when I start explaining things that are obvious and easy for me, I get a lot of questions. And I realize, that's almost 20 years of lessons that makes it obvious to me, but as you're starting out, it's not. And somebody needs to explain that to you. And once they explain it to you, you don't have to fight that lesson going along. So anyways, interesting week and interesting 2 days. I really enjoyed Josh again, and then Jacob tagged along with us too. Jacob doesn't need that much training. He just hasn't been over on the Missouri a lot. Water's up on the Missouri. Looks like we're going to peak this week. So that's what the hydro forecast calls for. So sometime this week we're going to peak on flows, and then bubble drop, maybe just into the drop. There's some guys sneaking around right now. The Bitterroot's getting cleaner. It's big. You need to be really careful out there if you're going on your own. But now the clock's starting to tick. So now we need to get that volume down to where it's really in that creamy fishing condition. But there's going to be some stuff come on in the next 10 days. We're still feeling good about June as long as we don't get rain. And Missoula's coming along. So we're going to stay on the Missouri for just a little bit longer, and then hopefully this water drops in. So nice week, enjoyed it, and I can still see Paul saying, dude, you need to catch more fish. And me saying, well, can you help me? That's not my job, Joe. Your job is to catch more fish. So been trying to do that for quite a while now. Still wish I caught more. Have a good day. Joe Cummings, Missoula River Lodge.